What's good, boys? Today we're going to be talking about how beginner dropshippers are hitting 10K months left, right, and center. We got the notes here. We're about to cook for y'all. But first, we got a cigar and we got the percolator right here. So we're going to rip a little coffee. Hold up. Beautiful. We're going to rip a little coffee. Oh, yeah. Good cigar and coffee. There's nothing like it. You know, we had a good week dropshipping. So you already know. Hit a little sip. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We just recently moved into a new place. We got the city skyline. Anyways, we're gonna get straight into it. Lots of guys have tried organic dropshipping. This is actually one thing that happened to me when I first started trying dropshipping. I'd do everything. I'd make the website. I'd look for a product. I'd do all this shit. But then I wouldn't do what it actually takes. I wouldn't film the videos. I wouldn't do the in-depth research. I made the sites, I did all that, but then when it came to actually doing the real work, the hard work that all these guys won't do, that's when shit got real, and that's when I didn't do it, right? And that's what all these beginner dropshipper guys are falling for. They're doing all this stuff, and then they're either giving up or they're not doing it right, right? And that's what we're gonna solve in this video. So a big part, now I know you're gonna get mad at me in the comments. Don't get mad, okay? Before you're even there, before you're making the 10K a month, you need to become the 10K a month person. And it's actually a really funny story. Just before I recorded this video, I was yapping to one of my students, and it was the same exact thing. He was talking about how, he has school, he has college, he only wants to put 5 hours in a week. He only wants to, he doesn't want it to take up all his time. He wants it to be a side business. And that's exactly where you're going to go wrong, and you're going to fail off rip. All right. If you want this shit, if you want to become, someone who's making 20, 30, 40K a month, you need to become that person. If you're a dude making $10,000 a month from a Shopify store, you're not going to be thinking, oh, I only want to put 5 hours of work in a week. I don't want to do all this. No, you're going to be thinking, I have this shit to do. Let's get it done. I have until midnight. If you don't, you're not going to get paid. It's not going to happen. So you need to start thinking as that $10,000 a month person. If you think like you are now at $0 a month, 1K a month, you're not going to do it. You're going to be like, I don't have time. There's more important things, whatever. But if you have that mindset of that $10,000, $20,000 a month person, you would be thinking, I need to get it all done. I need to get it done or I'm not getting my paycheck. I need to get this shit done tonight, right? So you need to get in that mind frame. Otherwise, you're just not going to do it. You're not going to do the work, right? It's a full mindset shift. Like, you have to completely shift your mind from the way you're thinking now. You need to reinvent your mind. You need to take time and think of all your biases and all your issues right now. Are you thinking like that? Are you thinking like, I don't have time, I have school, I gotta go to the gym, whatever? Or are you thinking, I have a business right now, it's making $20,000 a month. If I don't do this, I'm not getting paid this month. Because if you keep thinking like that, eventually you will become that person. I don't know how much I have to instill this in your head, but you need to keep thinking like that. You need to think like that person, right? Plus, beginners think that they're going to be the new Apple. They're going to reinvent the wheel. This was my, I had this problem too. In fact, I was talking to one of my buddies from my hometown a while ago who I put on dropshipping, and it was the same thing for him. His first store, he wanted to reinvent the fitness industry. He wanted to make a brand new fitness product. And the issue with that is when you do that, you try and get creative. You're gonna do something new. You're gonna be creative, which is great and all, but not at this point. All right. When you're at this point, you need to be doing proof of concept. All right. It is so simple. You can make $1,000 by next week if you just do proof of concept. That's it. Don't find a new product. Don't hop on AliExpress and bring a new product to the market, especially if you're a beginner. All right. Don't make a new video. Don't make a new format. Hop on your burner. Find a guy who's absolutely ripping. All right. He's got millions of views. He's brand new, less than a month old. It's a good product. The comments want it. Good cogs. All right. Find that product and then literally copy his frameworks. Same background, same movements, same text. Get it as dialed as possible. Because if it's worked, 100 times in the past, if he's gotten 100 million views, each one of his videos got millions of views. If it worked that many times, it's going to work again, right? So literally keep doing that and just change small things, change some text, change the background, add a new prop, change the movement. Like, it's that easy. And then once you have 10,000 followers, once you have videos that are ripping, once you have momentum, then you can get creative. You can do the new things. You can try new things. The shit's going out. I've been yapping too much. We're gonna take a sip of coffee, low key. But it's not easy. Like, you literally just have to copy what's already working. This is a game of copying what's working. All right. Some of the richest people, they didn't reinvent things. They didn't make things new. Almost everything's been invented. All right. They just copied what works and did it better. It's that easy. Okay. Back to it. That is really damn good coffee. Oh my God. But, anyways, yeah, if a format has worked in the past, it'll work again. It'll keep working. And when it slowly starts to run out, that's when you get creative. When it stops working, get creative. But why would you not rinse something that's already working? If something's printing, if something's working, why would you change it? All right. Like, you can test some stuff, try and make it better, but don't change it entirely, you know? Posting 3 times a day. Okay, this is some B BS. Okay. Everyone, all the gurus will be like, oh, you gotta start posting 3 times a day. You know, that's the maximum. Don't post more than that. All right. If you post more than that, you're gonna get shadow banned. That is some bullshit. All right. Me and my boys, all right, like us 3 dudes, we've been posting like 7 to 10 times a day. Okay. It hasn't clicked our accounts. We get more views. All right. There's no point in not posting more. Some of the best guys, we got Kane, we got BSM, we got Smith. Smith doesn't really do organic anymore, but some of the best guys up there post like 6, 7 times a day. But genuinely, there's no point. There's no reason you shouldn't be posting more. What, like, think about it logically. All right, I don't think people thought about it logically when this whole 3 times a day thing was pushed. Think about it logically. Okay, you post 3 times a day, you get 10,000 views on each video. All right, it's 30,000 views, right? And I know the BS they say about, oh, well, you know, if you post more, it's going to be spread out through all those videos. No, it's an entirely new video. That's not how it works, right? If you post 3 videos, they each get 10K views. Oh, you got 30,000 views. You post 7 videos, they each get 10K views. You got more views, and you got to test more formats. If one of those goes viral, you just printed probably $1,000, $2,000. Like, it's that easy. Worst case scenario, you have more, you tested more things. You have more data. You know what works, you know what doesn't, right? Like, obviously they're not all gonna get 10K views, but you'll have some that hit like maybe 2K, maybe one hits 50K, maybe one hits a mil, right? Like, you get so much more data and so much faster doing that. And this is a game of speed. You can't just sit there and post 3 times a day and be like, oh, well, you know, I hope I'm going to go viral. I'm doing everything right. Why would you not do more? Why? If you post 6 times a day instead of 3, you're automatically doing double what you would have been doing. Like, it's a no-brainer. It's obvious. And finally, product selection. These guys, the ones who are hitting 10K a month as beginners, you know, they're doing extensive ass product research. If you're not freaking when you're on your burner, like if you're not dialing in, like every decent product you see, look at their account. All right, how many followers do they have? How much do they post? How long have they been posting? Have they been posting more than a month? Have they been posting for a year, 2 weeks? Like if they're posting in 2 weeks and they're getting millions of views, you have a printer right there. Like lock in and run it, right? Second thing, how many views are they getting? Or do they have freaking 3 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil, just like tons of million view videos? If they do, then holy shit. Check their interaction, check their likes, their shares, their comments. Do the comments want it? Check their website. Can you test order them? Test orders? Oh my God. Don't even get me started on test orders, all right? For the longest time, I didn't do test orders. All right. And it's BS. Because why would you not? You order the freaking shipping protection or whatever. It's like $4 or $5. Bro, you get so much data. You literally, just from that $5 purchase, you can decide if this product is worth running or not. All right. Obviously, you should do the other extensive data research. But like, it's crazy. If you're not test ordering, what are you doing? Test order them. Then find their cogs. Then find out their competitors. And then find out their formats. Like, it's insane. If you're not doing this stuff, you're not gonna rip. But now you know. It's light work. It's that easy. I'm not gonna sell you anything. I don't care. I just want to help you. Look at this freaking view. I've been in this place for like a week. So, you know, we've been getting adjusted. I want to start locking in 2 YouTube videos a week. Hella personal brand. You already know. But I'm gonna go enjoy this cigar and this coffee and reminisce about life and things. And I hope you enjoyed.